President Muhammadu Buhari says Nigeria and ECOWAS member states are implementing strategies to halt coup as 6 ambassadors present letters of credence. KOGI state government inaugurates 23-member technical working group to tackle cases of gender-based violence in the states. ZECHS go to polls over the next 2 days to elect a successor to President ZEMAN after 10 years in office. And it is a weekend of Premier League derby action from Manchester to North London. Fans are in for a treat. This is the MLC TV Global News reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the Confluence State of Nigeria. I am Jane Balagbubu. Good day and thanks for joining us. The President Muhammadu Buhari on Thursday in Abuja urged diplomats resuming duty in Nigeria to be guided by diplomatic practice and ensure that their activities remain within the limits of their profession as they monitor the build-up for the forthcoming elections. Buhari spoke at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, after receiving letters of credence from 6 ambassadors. They include Nicholas Lang, Switzerland, Annika Unglong, Sweden, Peter Ryan, Ireland, Kitisak Klomchit, Thailand, Nicholas Yoki, Senegal, and David Kayot, South Sudan. Buhari's warning was issued 11 months after he urged the ambassadors of the Czech Republic, Italy, Spain, and Israel to steer clear of internal politics and remain within the limits of their schedules. He also said Nigeria is working closely with members of the Economic Community of West African states to deal with insecurity in the region and implement strategies to contain the spate of unconstitutional changes in the government. The special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Femi Adesina, revealed this in a statement he signed. Speaking after a short ceremony at the State House, the president rehashed his message, saying that as the country elects a new president on February 25, 2023, the foreign government representatives must not meddle in Nigeria's internal affairs. Buhari also called for cooperation and collaboration from the countries to overcome challenges in West Africa.
The KOGI State Governor Yahaya Bello has consoled the KOGI State NUJ Chairman ADEIZA JIMOH over the death of his wife. The governor, who consoled him during a visit to him at his residence on the new layout Lokoja, KOGI State, told him to take heart and be strong and urged him not to allow the death of his wife, Zainab ADEIZA, to weigh him down. Governor Bello said death is inevitable and it will always come when it will come. Our reporter has more.
The governor said he was told of the illness of late Zainab ADEIZA, said he immediately directed his physician to intervene with a view to bearing all the expenses, but expressed sadness over her death.
Take heart and be strong. Yes. We all go one after the other. We don't know when and whose job is next. So we have little kids that you have to take care of. So you have to be strong for them. And all other family members. Don't allow this to wait. We are here to support you, we will continue to support you, and I know all of our family members that are here, all the freshmen, the NUJ General, will be there to comfort you. May the soul of our sister rest in peace.
He expressed regret that having directed the late Zainab to be billed as the first patient to go through surgery at the State Reference Hospital Okene, described as death as one too many, urged the family to take solace in the fact that late Zainab ADEIZA lived a fulfilled life, but passed away at the time she would have been most needed.
Money is good, but sometimes it can't bring back life. Only to hear is nice. In fact, we were looking forward to have her as the first to be treated of such ailment in our reference hospital.
Reacting to Governor Yahaya Bello's condolence visit, the NUJ chairman ADEIZA JIMOH said his visit will help him to recover from the despondency the death of his wife has caused. Described his late wife as not only just a wife, but a mother.
You called me, you even called 3 times before I even knew that you were calling. You greeted me, and the next thing I saw was a lot of the money you sent for us to clear the bill and do other things. Excellency, we are very grateful. Like I said, I thought we have lost her. With this visit and other ways of operating that we are getting from people, I know one day maybe we'll come out of this. I thank you, myself, my children, and the other family members are very grateful for this that we have done. We hope it will take place.
Prayers were offered by the Chief of Staff, Pharmacist Abdul Karim Jamiu Asuku, for the peaceful repose of the soul of the deceased and for the family she has left behind to bear the irreparable loss. In Governor Bello's entourage were the All Progressive Congress State Chairman Abdullahi Bello and media consultant to the Governor, Dr. Yemin Kolakwo. Faith Abdul-Ghaffar, reporting for MLC TV.
The Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, revealed that the problem of insufficient funds and the increasing price of construction materials were the only issues delaying the completion of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Fashola made the revelation when he appeared on a national television program where he said crash barriers returned to the sites because of the volume of vehicles plying the road, as he pleaded for patience and cooperation with the contractors. He added that the last mile of the project would be completed in the first quarter of 2023. He said, let him first appreciate commuters who use that road, a major transport artery in Nigeria, for their understanding. This road could have been built between 1999 and 2015, but it wasn't. This road is in better shape than they inherited, and it is now at the last mile of completion. The Kogi State Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Fatima Kabir Buba, has inaugurated 23-member technical working group to tackle cases of gender-based violence in the states. The commissioner, who said that the development is part of government's efforts to ensure gender equality in all spheres of human life, charged committee members to work in accordance with the work group terms of reference. The commissioner, who was represented by the permanent secretary in the ministry, Andy Stella Maris, admonished members of the technical working group to take the assignment very serious, as government is determined to end all sorts of violence against the society's vulnerable and restore human dignity in all spheres of life. The commissioner described gender-based violence as a common social problem in Nigeria, especially in the northern part of Nigeria, and called on government at all levels and spirited individuals to move against the odd. She gave an assurance that Kogi government will not relent in taking proactive measures to curb and de-escalate the continual rising incidences of SGBV in the state and passage of the state VAP bill, which was graciously assented to by Governor Yahaya Bello. The Kogi State Technical Working Group on Sexual Gender-Based Violence has the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, and Stella Maris as chairperson, and Ina Hussaini Isaac as secretary. Women in Kogi State have been charged to contribute meaningfully to the development of the nation. Secretary to the government of Kogi State, Dr. Folashade Arike Ayuade, gave the charge when she received a delegation from the Kogi State chapter of Stand Up for Women Society, SWS, in her office in Lokoja. Ayuade urged the group to see themselves as agents of change wherever they find themselves and make lasting impact on humanity. She assured the association of her support in their activities at all times. Earlier, the state chairperson of the association, Muslimat Itopa, said the visit was to introduce the association and what it stands for, as well as solicit her support in the forthcoming inauguration of the association. Itopa explained that the Stand Up for Women Society is a gender-based non-governmental organization aimed at educating women on their rights and also to canvass support for the development of women and children. In a remark, a national officer of the body, Billy Nwogu, stated that the association has branches in the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory, saying KOGI State Chapter will be officially inaugurated soon. Also speaking, an advisor to the body, Habibatullah Onakpa Abdallah, who described the SSG as a trailblazer, appealed to her to honor their invitation and thanked the secretary to the government of KOGI State for the warm reception accorded them. KOGI State Chairperson of NAWOJ, Anne Olurinde, who is also the treasurer of the association, appealed for more assistance towards hosting its national officers who will be in the state for the inauguration. Now on politics. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has extended the collection of the permanent voters' cards by 8 days. As a result of this, the collection of PVCs is now billed to end on January 29, 2023, as against January 22, 2023, earlier announced by the Commission. The decision, according to a statement by the National Commissioner and Chairman of Information and Voters Education Committee, Festus Okoye, is to ensure that registered voters have enough opportunities to collect their PVCs ahead of the elections. He revealed that the decision was reached at the Commission's meeting held on Thursday. Okoye also disclosed that over 100,000 PVCs were collected in some states since the Commission took the collection of PVCs to ward on January. As a result of this extension, the Commission also announced an adjustment in the collection by location. Now on crime. Gunmen suspected to be bandits have reportedly kidnapped the divisional police officer of Pangshin Division in Plateau State, north-central Nigeria. It was gathered that the police officer was kidnapped on Thursday at Waktore Hotel in the council area. According to the residents of Pangshin area, the kidnapped police officer, popularly called SP Lare, has just resumed posting as the DPO of the council area a day before his abduction. We go on a short break. We'll be right back.
Remember, February 2023 is the general election where you will have the opportunity to elect a new president, governors, national and state assembly members to pilot the affairs of Nigeria for another 4 years. Visit INEC office to get your PVC, which is your power to elect credible leaders. Say no to electoral violence. Say no to vote buying. Say no to thuggery before, during, and after the elections. This message is brought to you by MLC TV.
Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. Now on foreign. ZECHS go to the polls over the next 2 days to elect a successor to President Milos Zeman, whose second term ends in March. 7 men and 1 woman are in the race to succeed him, and a second round runoff is likely in a fortnight's time. The president is now elected by public vote, and it has become part personality contest, part endurance race. The 3 front runners include an ex-NATO general, an economist, and a billionaire former prime minister. President Zeman is currently embroiled in a row over who gets to appoint the next chairman of the Constitutional Court. He says he is fully entitled to fill the position even though his term ends in less than 2 months. His opponents disagree. The Constitution is silent on the matter. The French and German foreign ministers say there can be no reconciliation in utopia without justice. They were speaking in Addis Ababa after meeting Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed to discuss the progress of November's peace deal between the federal government and Tigrayan rebels. The ministers called for the establishment of a transitional justice mechanism to punish abuses committed during the conflict. The ministers said they hope to visit parts of Ethiopia in the future where the question of accountability played a big role. Ethiopia's Foreign Minister Demeke Mekonnen said that the government would ensure crimes do not go unpunished. He told journalists that Ethiopia had asked the United Nations Human Rights Office and the government-appointed Rights Commission to deploy monitors in war-affected areas. All sides in the two-year war in northern Ethiopia have been accused of war crimes. The U.S. says there has been incremental but significant progress in restoring humanitarian access to Tigray. Let's now join Jonah Malik for the sport update.
Around sports update, Marc-Andre ter Stegen saves twice from the penalty spot to help Barcelona defeat Real Betis 4-2 on penalty after a 2-2 full-time draw on Thursday, setting up a Clásico Spanish Super Cup final with Real Madrid. The Catalans will face their bitter rivals Real Madrid on Sunday after Carlo Ancelotti's side beat Valencia on penalties on Wednesday. In the Italian Cup, Paulo Dybala shot AS Roma into a potential quarter-final clash with Serie A leaders Napoli with the only goal in Thursday's 1-0 win over second-tier Girona. Substitute Paulo Dybala struck in the 64th minute of the game at the Parc Stadio Olimpico in Rome after skipping past the Girona defense and rifling home from a very tight corner. Earlier on Thursday, Fiorentina set up a last-8 clash with AC Milan. Meanwhile, in the EPL, Fulham increased the pressure on Chelsea's boss Graham Potter with a shocking 2-1 victory over the Blues that saw the Blues forward João Felix sent off on his debut before a decisive blunder from Kepa Arrizabalaga. Potter's troubled side crashed to a 7th defeat in their last 10 games in all competitions. Chelsea fell behind to a goal from their former winger Willian in the first 45 minutes of the game at Craven Cottage. Kalidou Koulibaly equalized for the Blues after the break, but João Felix was dismissed for a reckless tackle on Kenny Tete before Carlos Vinicius headed home the late winner after Kepa's mistake. Still on sports, it's Friday and it's the eve of the start of a huge weekend of Premier League derbies action from Manchester to North London. In the Manchester derby, Manchester United will host Manchester City at Old Trafford on Saturday, while on Sunday Chelsea will welcome Crystal Palace and Tottenham takes on Arsenal in the North London derbies. And that's sport update on MLC TV News. I am Malik Jonah reporting. Back to Akasta for more stories.
Thank you, Jonah, for the update. And over to Matthias Ayodeji Peter for the entertainment news.
On our entertainment news, crossing over to Africa, popular Nollywood actress Toyin Abraham has declared her love for the presidential candidate of the All Progressive Congress APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. She shared this on TVC's Your View, detailing that she loves Tinubu because he had done so much for the entertainment industry. The Nollywood actress stated that although she hasn't decided who she will vote for, she might vote for Tinubu. She went on to say that she is merely expressing her viewpoint and is not attempting to sway anyone's decision on who to vote for. She also spoke on her recently released film, Ijakumo, the born-again stripper. She said the storyline originated from her dream. On our foreign entertainment news, a beloved Hong Kong radio host, dubbed the world's most durable DJ by Guinness World Records, has died aged 98 after more than 7 decades on the air. Reynaldo Maria Cordero, known to fans as Uncle Ray, was hailed as an industry powerhouse who jump-started the careers of numerous local musicians and introduced pop trends to generations of Hong Kong fans on his long-running radio shows. He interviewed scores of pop icons over the years, including the Beatles, the Bee Gees, Ella Fitzgerald, and Frank Sinatra. Cordero died on Friday in Hong Kong, surrounded by family and friends who sang "You'll Never Walk Alone" as a farewell, a committee organizing his funeral said. The veteran DJ was a prominent figure in Hong Kong popular culture who made considerable contributions to the Hong Kong music scene, the city's culture minister Kelvin Yang said. Born in Hong Kong in 1924, Cordero was the fifth of 6 children in a family descended from Portuguese immigrants. He worked as a prison warden and bank clerk before turning to music, hosting his first show, Progressive Jazz, at Radio Rediffusion in 1949. Cordero became a household name in the 1960s by hosting easy listening shows for Hong Kong's public broadcasters, RTHK, which became a hit with teenagers. His signature late-night program, All the Way with Ray, launched in 1970 and became the station's longest-running radio show. It was named the world's most durable DJ by Guinness World Records in the year 2000. Cordero retired in 2021, telling RTHK that he has had the best in his life and he has had everything he wanted to be, everything he wanted to do. He reportedly had heart troubles over the past decade and was hospitalized last January after suffering a stroke. He wrote in his autobiography that by sharing good music with his fans, he is in his element and he refused the continence of a world without music. And that is all on Entertainment News today. My name is Matthias Adeji Peter, reporting for MLC TV.
Thank you, Matthias, for the entertainment update. And that is the size of our package today. Join us tomorrow at this same hour to watch our news as we give you updates on happenings within and across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Malachi TV. Like and follow our Facebook page, MLC TV, Instagram, MLC TV 2021, and Twitter at MLC TV 1. For your events, coverage, information, contribution, adverts, and sponsorship, please call any of our numbers displayed on your screen. Join us Fridays and Saturdays to watch our special programs. It is Malachi TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. I am Jane G. Abalagbubu. Please continue to be your brother's keeper to build a united and peaceful society together. Say no to bribery and corruption, get your PVCs, and vote wisely. Good day, and see you next week.